Welcome to today's video. We're going to see Matt Hall. Matt is a business strategist. He's an online mindset coach, in-person mindset coach. He's done a bit of TV. He's got plenty of businesses. So what I want to do today is talk about fitness and mindset and fitness, how combined they are. So let's go. So what I want to do today is, obviously I want to talk you through my pre-workout stack, because into supplements, we have a supplement shop here, so why not go through them? So the first one I'll go through is PA7 from High Performance Nutrition. This is a protein synthesis booster, so it allows you to uptake more protein to build more muscle. One of the world's best natural muscle building products on the market, and we have it. So I take 4 tablets of that. Then the next one is Turk Pure. This is from Creation Supplements. This will be 2 scoops of that. I won't show you me mixing it, but this tastes awful. But it is a plant steroid and again helps you build strength and muscle. Then, because I don't really do well with stimulants, we go with Pump Juice. This is an Australian one from MJ Fitness. This has so many ingredients to create blood flow, hydration of the veins, give you good energy without the caffeine in. So really good. You probably want to look at that. That is a missionary flavour. So it's plain, unflavoured. And I'll just pinch sachets on this one. But this is Hydrate from Perform. This keeps everything in hydration. And might do a scoop and a half of that. This will be, like I say, for full hydration, salt, potassium, magnesium for muscle recovery. So they'll be all going in the water. I'll drink that maybe 20 minutes before I land and see Matt. Then I'll be ready to go, ready to work out. So with all them ingredients, it's hard to mask some good ingredients. And obviously the pump is unflavoured. So Robinson's here just to give it some flavour.
Says you are more than enough, so don't give up. Keep it moving on, yeah. Keep it moving on, yeah. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving on, yeah. Keep it moving on, yeah. Keep it moving.
So going to the gym is mainly for me, obviously the mental side of things, but longevity in life. I want to be able to play with my kid up until a certain age, play football with him and just stay active, because every client will tell you, I always talk about it, is literally your muscles keep your skeleton up. So all these jobs around the house and climbing, putting things up on the shelf, going on holiday and walking up mountains or wherever you walk up the steps, I want to be able to do that forever. And muscles control your whole skeleton. So all these old people who are getting older are deteriorating. So if you can fight against that by keeping your muscles, that's my main focus for others. But for myself is exactly the same with the mindset thing. I feel great after doing it, so I want that to be passed on to everyone.
And what does Gym 22 mean to you?
Gym 22 is exactly that. I want everyone to feel good. I want everyone to feel the pride, the confidence in themselves. Just getting there, and it clears your mind, and when you walk out the door, you feel great. But with Gym 22, you feel great going in because of the atmosphere, the way it looks, and what I thought on paper and the feeling I had in my head is exactly what Gym 22 is producing now. So a sense of pride of being able to give that to people. Me and Matt went to a mindset event, not together, and it was a couple of guys doing this mindset event, and Matt was there with his cousin who were already doing like a podcast and mindset work. And so I first discovered him there. Then there was a bit of a community happening between everyone, and that is where I met Matt more in depth. Then he and another 2 coaches set up a small mindset group. It was £100 a month, all get together and work individually. And although I had a good relationship with one of the other coaches, me and Matt had quite a good relationship. Matt would spend extra time answering questions and messaging, way out of what the £99 was. His time was worth a lot more than that £99 that I was paying, and I really appreciated that. So from there, I've always went to his events, sponsored his events, and been a big fan of Matt's. Really, I've ended up getting one of my friends in Australia on his podcast too. He's just a genuinely good guy, but really good at what he does, and that's coaching and online business mastery now. So how crazy is this, right? So people asked how I met Matt before a network out, and I think it was a year prior to that, I was talking about him coming to Gym 22. A year today is when he visited Gym 22 as a guest speaker at the network out. So it popped up on my memory, and I put him in a shit hotel, and he complained because he's a diva. So he stayed in this hotel. Then he come the next day, which was the Friday then, and spoke to a lot of business leaders within the gym and just talk about business and a little bit of mindset and like discipline and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a year today. It was just weird that it popped up on my memories. Yeah, childhood was really good. Bankfields, which is in Middlesbrough, quite a rough area, but it was class. Really, really good. I got to 8.5-year-old. I was decent at football as a kid, just got into it anyway. But then I found out I was going to the doctors for a while because I had a stabbing pain in my hip, and found out that they'd missed that I'd had Perthes disease as a kid, which is primarily a disease that cuts all the circulation off to your hip when you're being born. So it flattens, crumbles away, but obviously it's been undetected. So I got took into hospital straight away on traction, which is weights pulling your legs out over, and I was in for 3 months. Then I was in braces, which is like Forrest Gump braces, that split my legs very far apart, so I was a key target for getting bullied, which was fine, to be fair. So I got bullied as a kid for that, but I was in a wheelchair. Couldn't fit in the wheelchair, so one leg was stuck up here. Again, bullied. And I was out of school for a year. And worst part was my school backed onto the back of our house. So I used to always see friends playing and stuff like that. So I was in a wheelchair for quite a few years when I was younger. So that set me up to be determined to do better. So that made me want to prove that no matter what this disease was, no matter what doctors said, I was determined to be still fit, active, and prove no matter what impacts you can get through it and you can still inspire others. So they done research, James Cook University done research on me because my hip actually rounded. The research was, what did you do? And what my answer was I ignored everything that every doctor had said to me. So I was still trying to run with these braces on. I was still trying to play football, although I was getting megged a lot because my legs were wide open. But yeah, I ignored it all. Then I got to 16, they told me that I'd have arthritis. They said I'd have a plastic hip by the time I was 18, 21-year-old, but I was playing football 5-a-side 7 to 9 times a week at that point. 4 times on a Sunday, twice on a Tuesday, but yeah, I was playing football right up until I was 37. Then I obviously got into the gym as well, so to increase bone mass and strengthen it in and around the hip. Another part of the story, which is building resilience in life. I was about 2 weeks from losing my house, my home, my wife, because I was trying another business that I was just completely ignored. My family, not intentionally, but obviously I got carried away with it. And my mum, nearly lost my mum as well. She got heart failure and nearly died in hospital. So it was them 3 things happening at once. So I got fired from one company, made redundant from the next company. Then COVID happened. So yeah, I was just trying to do anything at that point. So I nearly bankrupt, lost my house and everything, lost my way. But then I got a sales job I started, and it was to obviously start getting money in, try and get out of overdraft, try and start repaying the mortgage. And I passed as a PT over the period when I got fired and redundant, and I've been training for years, so I was training and helping people already. Then I got a chance to go to Exercise for Less in Stockton, which is now JD. Train there and train. I built a home gym. I sold my van that I used to deliver supplements, built a home gym, and I literally put Who Wants PT for free, and it went crazy. So I was working 90 hours a week. I was in my sales job, then I was working PT on the morning, PT weekend, and eventually I quit my sales job and went full time, Exercise for Less and working out in my home gym. So Gym 22 was always, when I was worked away as in sales, I used to go in all sorts of different gyms, working on up and down the country, mainly Teesside now, Hull, Glasgow, but used to go to like different gyms, different hotels, and even when I went into London for my last sales job, it was different gyms and stuff, and I always wanted my own place. Every unit I used to see, used to think I can build this gym. And going in these gyms, you used to see people come in and they were so nervous, and they didn't know what. Look at machines, look at the I'll say big guys. This isn't against the big guys, but bigger, intimidating guys, and they used to end up on the treadmill. And I thought it's such a shame that they don't get the feeling that I get from doing weights. And I thought, just started looking around and even having my home gym, I try and make it a lot friendlier, just coming in, and it was less intimidating. And yeah, it was born from that idea. So then I ended up PTing my business partner now, who was a friend from years ago, and talking as I am now and talking exactly how I wanted a gym. He loved it. He was so invested in the idea. And within 7 weeks, Gym 22 was open. I designed it all on paper, drew the design in everything come together. This office block come available. He wanted it in there. My business partner was ready to go. I was ready to go. And 6 weeks later, Gym 22 was born. Well, weirdly enough, we're working on them at the moment. Obviously, they're not set in stone, but obviously core values really help people. But we need internal core values that all lead towards that. So we're currently working with Joe Menzel, my friend in Australia, where he's a business mentor and a very successful business owner. So yeah, we're working through internal mission statement, external mission statement, core values of the team, and all the guidelines between. So part of it will be going through like extreme ownership, but that's with my friend Jason. So we'll be doing that because I want to learn a bit more about that, like owning everything. Looking around the cameraman there. Yeah, so that's what we're going through at the moment: the branding, the core values, the colour schemes, the shapes that we use, the speech that we use, the typography of it, if that's a word. Yeah, so we're going through all that at the moment. Really, really interesting, really good. We've had our core values internally, just doing it naturally, but now we're trying to put them on paper. So this transcends into, once we get all this clear, we can start looking at a second gym, a third gym, a fourth gym, because all the processes are in place, all the branding's in place. When you see the goals, the shapes that we use, the writing that we use, you'll think of Gym 22. And the pride, the confidence, the belonging is our main reasons for coming to Gym 22.
Some days I wanna sail away when the going gets rough, when the going gets tough.
the pre-workout I made at the gym, just about to take it now, so about 10 minutes away. So I'll tend to take it now because it'll take 20 to 30 minutes that it usually take to kick in. We're here, mate. We're at Planet Fitness, which is just a bit further down here. We do something else.
You train like a girl anyway, so we'll do chest.
Yeah. I'll pull my back.
You'll have to show me your car
Yeah.
after we've done this shit.
Fitness is everything, remember?
Oh yeah, we don't have a life, we just go to the gym and train, bitch. Don't be a pussy. Is that better?
Yeah?
Is that better?
Yeah.
I got the job.
Don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy. Drink White Monster and go to the gym.
I actually just had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made it?
In sales, you've got to sell what they want and give
Yeah.
them what they need. Nobody wants to be told to come to the gym. I fucking do. I'm only here because you pay me a lot of money. It's not really. But see, is it just to entertain them? Is it to educate them? Is it to inspire them? Like, I just want to know, to be clear, like, what's our objective?
That is the objective. Exactly what
All
it's
of the above.
Yeah. Educate, inspire.
Right, let's do it then. Let's fucking inspire you, motherfuckers. I don't talk like that then, it don't work otherwise. Just like being like, all right, come on then, let's inspire you. Cool. So, treadmill.
Treadmill.
See, thing is, yeah, obviously I'm a big supporter of TMJ apparel, thanks to Gav. It's in wash and I couldn't get it dry in time. I was going to put my jumper on. So I was like, I'll just have to advertise my own business.
It's a good one, yeah.
So that literally happened. I'm not even kidding. I genuinely was trying, because I love that hoodie, the
It's
TMJ
class.
one.
Yeah.
It's really nice, like, material and everything.
Yeah, it is.
So I was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, I haven't washed it. So I washed it, and then it took too long, and I ran out of time.
It's class because whenever you do a live, if I click on,
Yeah, you see it.
yeah, it always pops on. I'm like, yeah, TMJ.
Plus, I genuinely do wear it a lot. I really do like it. Great quality material.
The class, mate.
Comfy. So my YouTube now, the main focus of my YouTube is to help people in a way that actually entertains them. I think when it comes to social media, when it comes to content, I think people are bored of just being told, like, this is what you need to do. I think in particular short form content, personally, I think is more difficult now because we've had that era of like the Alex Hormozy style, like really cool little quick reels going, this is what you need to do, 3 steps to this and 4 steps to that, when actually people then start to get to the point where they've got fatigue of that and they just scroll past it.
Yep.
So now it's about finding ways, they call it infotainment, don't they? It's finding ways to actually entertain as much as it is to educate and make it play on people's strengths. People are intrigued, people are nosy. That's why things like day in the life stuff is generally doing better.
Yeah.
Things like the carousels where it's like, I had a breakdown last week. This is what happened. And it's like you want to swipe to watch more because people are just intrigued and, you know, people are drawn to that. Yeah. So I think like anybody right now, especially fitness influencers and people in your space of helping people with nutrition and fitness, training, lifestyle, it's not enough to just talk about nutrition. And this is, you know, the problem with your diet. People just go, oh, bore off, mate, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
They go on social media, they go on YouTube for entertainment, comedy, and cat videos. So has anyone got a cat?
Cat driving
I need a
lorries.
A cat driving a lorry. Have you seen that one as well? So I think it's about recognising now, and the game is always evolving, and I would say probably faster than ever now with AI, and, you know, the trick has always been to be ahead of the curve, but the problem is it's moving so quick now, it's really difficult. But I do think the thing that's winning right now is, as always, authenticity, but also entertainment, not just trying to tell everybody what to do with their life.
Yeah.
And I think that's where people go wrong.
Yeah, I just want to show people in a normal way of someone with a family, someone with a business, that the gym is for them. Should just be part of their daily routine. And not, like telling people what to do. It should be just part of the routine for longevity, really.
Yeah.
For life, for kids. Not, obviously people do it to look good as well, but there's the feel-good factor. That's the bit that people miss out on, is you feel good after it.
The thing I think, and this isn't like me, you know, I was joking earlier about I'm coaching you. I'm not coaching you, it's just a conversation. But the thing people in our space of educating people. I think where they go wrong often is looking like it's easy to them.
Yeah.
And like, you know, what we do as an audience is we think, well, I'm not like them. When they see you, family man, life's all together, goes to the gym every day, always seems upbeat and bubbly, that's where there can be a disconnect.
Yeah.
I think it used to be this thing of a lot of coaches would paint this perfect picture because the thought behind it was, that'll make people aspire to be like me. And it doesn't really.
Yeah.
It might do for a short period of time for some people, but predominantly it just makes people go, well, I'm not like them, therefore I can't have that body, or I can't be successful. I think where we win now on this kind of stuff is where you say, actually, this is the shit side. This is where I struggle. This is where it's not perfect. So what would you say for people listening now? What is the truth? They've all seen you're a great family man, you're in great shape, you can compete, you can win awards. But what's the other side that people don't see that often from you?
Well, what you say there, they're just the good side. They're all a bit to get to it. It's kind of the hard work, the stress.
What's some of the worst stuff?
Sleepless.
Like when you've been competing or whatever, what's some of the stuff you've maybe not spoken about a lot?
Well, probably never. I collapsed after the first shot.
Yeah?
Yeah. I ended up in hospital, suspected heart attack. All doctors rushing in, like ready to start my heart again. Lucas was there. All that will probably always stay with me, like trauma-wise. That's just part of it. But like the stress on Emma. The stress on Emma it was just too much. You going out early hours, you're going back out again to do cardio.
So this is, you're talking about
energy.
like when you've been in the peak of doing things like competing.
Yeah.
So what's your message now? Like what have you learned from that? Because obviously a lot of people idolise competitors and that.
Oh, they do,
what looks so amazing, but what you're saying is you're there, suspected heart attack, you know, wife and child there, devastated. What's the message? What do you take away from that now?
It's a very selfish thing to do. It can be very rewarding by putting yourself that far. It's definitely unhealthy. Definitely the last month or so is unhealthy. It's a struggle. It's just for people who want to do it, possibly do it, push yourself, but it's going to be tough on you. It's going to be tough on your mind, tough on your body, tough on your family. And you have to miss out on a lot of shit.
Right.
Yeah. So the second time I done it, we done it over time, and I wasn't putting too much stress on myself. I still done what I said I was going to do, but it had to be slowly but surely. And I had to have the support of them, or I wasn't going to do it.
See, there's a couple of things that I think you've made that are really good points. So I agree with you that if you have that itch to do it, you've got to scratch it. I think there's no better learning than from experience, from doing. We can all talk about it in theory. And I think in theory, if someone told me, oh, it's not healthy, it's not this, it's not that, I'd have been like, yeah, but you look great and you look amazing. And I wouldn't have necessarily taken it on board in theory. For me, it's a little bit different to you. So my girlfriend, Holly, she's competed, I think, 12 times.
Yeah.
And she really went down that route, similar to you. And so I've been very much around it. I competed once, and what it did for me is, number one, showed me I could do it.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's a really good personal achievement that I'm proud of. And I've no longer got that curiosity of like, you know, that thing of thinking I will feel amazing at the end of it. I didn't. I just was like, yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm glad I did it. But it's not changed who I am fundamentally. But for me, I needed to do it to know that.
Yeah.
To then be able to say, actually, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
It's not what I want to do. There is more to life.
Yeah.
And I could then just move on. And the gym now for me is just a place of how do I just look after myself rather than how do I look the absolute best? And it's not about competition for me anymore. Some people it is, and it's their life.
Yeah.
And if that's what they love, full respect. But I love what you said there about, you know, you learned from it, you've adapted it, and it had to be right for Emma as well. And it was no longer a selfish thing. Yeah,
obviously you're going in for selfish reasons, but for the whole process of it, having Emma on board, Lucas on board, because I had to talk to it, I had to speak to him about it. Dan's going to do this again, but he's going to do it a lot better. I learned a lot of lessons. How do you feel with it? And he was a little bit, he said, I don't want you to do it, but I know you want to do it.
Oh, so, bless it. How old was it that time?
7.
Jeez.
So, but he said, yeah, go and do it, because obviously he was quite proud. But walking away from that competition, no matter where I place. I think I placed 4th, 1st, 5th or something. Just walked away. I wasn't even the medal, the first one, like first place medal. Just walked away, and it was one of the proudest moments that I've had. Like us all walking away as a family, knowing that it was more of a correction of the previous year in my mind, making it better.
Is that a new tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah. In other news, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just seen it there, like winking at me, this new tattoo. Go on, what's that all about then?
Lord Lucas, Ray Larry.
Okay.
He is a lord actually, because
Beautiful. Love it, man.
yeah, his auntie bought him about a foot square land in Scotland, so he's a lord.
Right, that was good, wasn't it? That's some good shit.
Yeah.
Fucking went deep. We only just started.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the warm-up. Who knows where we'll be at the end. Right, what are you thinking then?
Just-
Chest and tries, was it?
It's up to you, mate.
Yeah, no, I'm all down. I'm down.
you sure?
Everything's aching, to be honest. It's that time of the week, so I'll do whatever.
It's not as good as Gym 22 stuff, like, but it's not as good as Gym 22 stuff.
Did he just slag it off?
Oh,
I was just about to say to the owner, we'll tag you and we'll make sure. He's like, it's not as good as Gym 22, like.
right, we'll go. Chest flies to warm up. Good start. So, right out, run a full stretch out. And squeeze. We're just going to do 10 reps, mate.
So what's the latest with business? How's everything going?
Classmate, to be fair. Yeah, I always wanted to break the 200 member marker, and just 206.
Yeah, well done.
So
Well
it was
done.
3 weeks over my target. But yeah,
It's not good enough.
I know. But it's sustaining. It's not like dropping and
Nice,
bouncing
that's the
up. So
key
it's
thing,
just,
yeah.
Then everyone's just, I don't know, everyone's vibing at the moment.
There's something in the atmosphere, I think, at the moment. I feel
good.
similar with
Yeah.
our business. It's just like, I don't know, maybe people have been through a bit of a period of trying stuff, it not working, and then slowly stuff just starts to come together at the same time sometimes.
Yeah, it's good. Everyone's on it. Everyone's sort of like, it's not just the January people.
Yeah.
'Cause, to be fair, where we sit, we don't tend to get them people who just come in and they're out. Normally the commercial gyms get them people.
Yeah.
Our people are all in. They're all in it at the moment.
You've created a culture, though, haven't you, which is about that, and it is about being a bit different to the commercial gyms.
Yeah.
But it's still that, because I always think a lot of the ones that when they're not commercial, they can sometimes feel a bit grungy or a bit rough and ready, whereas yours has that class about
Yeah,
it. It's a beautiful space, the way you've done it up.
It's honestly, I've just been talking about it on the way down. I'm just like proper proud of it, the way it is. It's exactly how I wanted it.
Yeah, that was your vision, wasn't it? Your dream.
Normally things in business don't. Obviously the journey doesn't quite go like that, but to get the atmosphere and the vibe and the people there, it's been brilliant, to be fair.
Great feeling, that.
Yeah.
I remember, didn't you do it in your garden at the beginning?
Yeah, I went through that as well on the way down.
I mean, when you just think about that, how far you've come, it's easy to forget, innit? Because we're always looking at the next goal and the
Yeah.
next achievement and looking ahead. But
Okay.
actually, when you look backwards, it's massive what you've done.
Training people in my garage from years ago when I wasn't qualified, but I was helping people in my garage.
Yeah.
And I was in sales and I hated sales. That's when I've said about first meeting you, is I hated sales.
Yeah.
And all the yous were trying to push myself in. I think I couldn't do it because I would have got sacked.
Yeah.
So it was so hard. But then when I got set free from the job, that was when I started working with you a little bit more and pushing. And yeah, it was
Sometimes we need that push, man. We need that push. And I think that's a problem with a lot of people with fitness, with career, with finances. Often things are not bad enough to give people that push, that courage.
Yeah, I was trying to say this the other day, but because kind of my brother's in that thing, it's not bad enough for him to go, and he's just comfortable.
That's dangerous.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
It's dangerous, isn't it, man?
100%.
It's that thing. What do they say? When the pain of staying when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of change.
Yeah, that's it.
That's when people move. And it's a shame we have to wait to get to that point. Right?
Yeah, I suppose mine kind of was, because at the time was me lost the house, me lost Emma through her leaving me. through being so busy with the nutrition at the time. And my mum, heart failure. It was 2 weeks away from losing my house. Emma was ready to walk, and my mum got rushed into hospital.
Jeez.
So I ended up getting a sales job, obviously stopping the Nutrition 22 at the time. And obviously my mum recovered. But then once I got the sales job, I sold my van from the nutrition, built the shed, and just out of COVID, I was like, who wants PT? And it just blew up. Like, because I'd been talking about it for so long.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, going back to social media, I was pushing myself every day. I was in there every day. I was talking about supplements every day, just walking and talking. And I think I just had that background of stuff. As soon as I put it out there, I feel like,
They were ready.
yeah, then it was just...
It shows that they say it's about documentation, right? That power of just being visible online and documenting your journey truthfully, not just waiting to be the finished article. You were showing up all the time, weren't you? I remember it well.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But to think as well, like with you and Emma, like how long have you and Emma been together?
22 years.
Wow. Right, I want to hear about this. Right, I want to learn about this because 22 years, and you say at one point she was on the verge of saying, I can't do this anymore, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Give us the tips, man. How have you worked through that? I'm nearly a year into my relationship with Holly, and I need to learn from the master. Right? Teach me. What's been the key for you guys working through those challenges?
I'd like to say communication. I'm not the best communicator.
But we're talking about Gav. I'm a man of not many words.
Well, yeah, probably I would definitely say communication. But the two things is have a laugh.
Yeah.
Literally have a laugh and share your insecurities, but just have a laugh. Adjust to each other and always try. This is why part of the gym is try and be attracted to each other all the time. I want to impress Emma every time I walk through the door, and she, vice versa, is trying to say that. Some people will sit on the sofa and not care, but as long as you try and keep attracting each other and have a laugh, I think they're the two main key things.
So it's about being intentional about working at it, really. Even though, because even having a laugh, sometimes like, oh, I'm not in the mood today. And it's like, no, actually, come on, let's reconnect with that playfulness. Let's have fun. Let's have a bit of banter. It's important, right?
Yeah.
So if you're listening, Holly, when I'm doing my shit joke, laugh at them.
She doesn't laugh at my shit joke.
Oh, it's all right then. I'm safe. I'm good.
It's a bit unfair on Matt because he's already trained chest. But...
I have. I'm a bit sore. I'm just trying to make it look like it's not bothering me, but I'm really crying inside.
Let's jump on a chest press now. We've done a fly. We'll do a bit more of a press. Right, just going to do 20 reps of this. It's an isometric chest press. So it's going to do 20. Get that blood to the chest. How's your relationship, Matt? 1 year in?
Mate, best relationship ever. And that's not to diss. I'm not one of them people that's going to diss my exes.
Yeah.
Well, one of them was a twat, but most of them were great people. It just, various reasons it didn't work out. But this is just. I've just found a person who, she's just on a whole different level in terms of, like, we talk through things, we understand each other, we respect each other, we listen to each other, we support each other. It's just a really beautiful thing. And yeah, it's just a really nice, especially after doing a reality TV show.
I was just about to say, from obviously your past exes, and then doing the reality TV show, like, obviously you come down off that, didn't you?
That was a tough thing, man.
Yeah. Then now you found that, it shows you things happen for.
That was a tough thing. I was like, I think putting myself out there and dating, I've always found awkward. I've never felt confident dating. So to do that on camera, and I think people, when they watch it, they don't realise that first date that we go on, we genuinely had never seen each other. If you just think about going on a date with a girl, she didn't know what you look like.
Yeah.
You don't know what she looks like. That's nerve-wracking.
And the camera.
Anyway, but no, a full crew of people filming you, and there was no sound or atmosphere. I didn't know this until I walked into the restaurant. Everyone sat around eating were extras. So they were miming silently, pretending to be in the background. But really, I walked into a silent room filled with people where everyone can hear everything you're saying on a first date. That's a weird scenario.
Like your first line even has to be a good line, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And your next line is like, feel like, what the fuck's he asked that for?
It was the most nerve-wracking, weirdest, odd thing to do in my life, and then the whole experience was really, it was way harder than I ever expected. And there was a lot of stuff where we just didn't know what we'd signed up for, really.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help. But to come from that, and then very quickly, well, it was a year from filming to it coming out, but very quickly after it came out, you know, Holly and I was dating, and I was really adamant I wanted to take this slow.
Yeah.
I was like, look, I'm in my 30s now, I've just been dumped on national TV.
Yeah.
I can't afford to keep fucking up and making the same mistakes. So we took it slow, and I think that probably helped, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I had feelings for it, I was like, we're not doing what we've done before and diving in, you know, head first. We took time with it.
Lessons learned.
Hopefully, we'll see. Always learning.
So with Matt now, we're just doing I tend to do a set of 20, warm the chest up. Just doing flies, but send all the blood to it. Ready to, we'll push it heavy. So these are 20 plates really. I've got a question for you, Matt, while I do this. How do you feel after the last show? Yeah, event.
Oh, the last event?
Yeah.
Over the moon. Loads of lessons learned. I think you saw I did a video straight after, just say like,
Yeah.
immediately, this is how I want to improve it. And that was our first ever sold out event.
Yeah.
It was our fourth event. It was the fourth event, but the first one that sold out. And it's also the most different speakers that we had. So it's that phrase, right? New level, new devil.
Yeah.
You know, just putting on your first event, you learn loads. Then you think you know what you're doing and you sell it out and you're like, we've arrived, we've made it. You go, no, that brings its own challenges.
Yeah.
You know, being sold out and having more speakers.
Like newer people come in and
Different people.
different clients,
I mean, it was just amazing. It was so good. And I can just see how we can make it so much better. So the next one's in October. We're going to have less speakers this time. We're going to have much more time for networking. That was a big thing that because we were trying to cram so much value into a day, it actually made it less valuable.
Yeah.
You know,
I would
truthfully.
too. I would definitely
That's
agree
the
with that.
thing. I mean, if you actually just watch, and obviously you can buy the recordings of the day and watch the talks. If you actually just sit and go through the talks, there is so much.
Oh,
But in terms of taking it all in one day and wanting to network and chat, it's too much.
yeah.
So probably the recordings are more valuable than the actual being there on the day in a way. But next time, less talks, more interaction in the talks. I want, you know, like how I get people to write stuff down, and I want to do more of that on the next one, and then more networking.
I think that, like, this is just me suggesting it. If they, like, say if you walk out into the crowd and speak to me or someone else and say, what's your journey?
Yeah.
Because people are too afraid to ask questions, aren't
Have
they?
you heard this? Just wants to get the limelight again. If you walk out and just
Walk out and just speak to me.
walk out and just speak to me
know
at the
that.
event. No, I'm only joking. I agree completely.
Yeah, because, like, say if I've got people look at it as a stupid question. There's no stupid question until there's a better question.
Yeah.
If I ask a question, someone else, like 5, 10 other people could have been asking that.
Completely
or
agree.
Their situation, I may say, like, I've got Lucas and I really find this hard. They're like, yeah.
Similar. I completely agree. Making it more interactive, where, you know, like you say, some people's questions will be golden, and loads of people are like, that's exactly what I was thinking. And then that enables me or the other speakers on stage to respond to that and, you know, be led by where people are at rather than just giving them stuff, kind of thing.
When you do a Q&A at the end, you tend to get
Some really good
bits,
stuff. Yeah, so that's the stuff on the next one, we're gonna go deeper on, is more of that stuff that works, more time on that stuff. And I just think it's gonna be epic. It's gonna go up another level again. It's another example of learn through doing. So many people wait to be perfect and, you know that they've definitely got the perfect event, for example, but they never take action on it.
Yep.
Whereas by doing events, you learn how to make it better and better. So the reason our next one will be so good is because it's our 5th one. But people don't people come to that event and go, I couldn't do this yet. Well, they'll never be able to do it because they haven't started.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's a really good lesson for anything in life. Stop waiting to feel good enough or ready.
To be perfect.
Because
you'll
you
never be
only
perfect.
become great from doing it. Yeah, and you'll never be perfect.
Well, that's why the confidence thing, isn't it? Confidence is by doing. Because people don't like public
100%.
speaking, but then you'll be so used to public speaking now that it's so easy for you. Not easy.
I still shit myself.
Yeah, there's that
But
side.
way less than if it were the first time I'd ever done it.
Yeah.
And I said that at the first event, you might remember, I said, like, how do you get good at something? By being okay with being shit at it, right? And I think I said at that event, I said, the first time I spoke, I was shit. The second time, a little bit less shit. The third time, I was like, here I am, still shit. But it's that thing of, people are so afraid of looking stupid or saying something that's not perfect or not being perfect. They never do it.
What others think.
And they're worried what everyone else thinks, right? And I just think it's such an important reminder we've got to keep reinforcing is you only ever become great from being okay with not being great. And just keep going. It's the same with the gym, right?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same with the gym. The first day you go in the gym, you won't be brilliant at it. Unless you're Gavin. He was just born in the gym being brilliant.
Just a natural. Yeah, well, that's true. People, they'll go in the gym. Johnny, for one, thinks that they're weak. They'll start and they'll go, I'm not as strong as anyone else. You might not get to someone else's level, but as long as you're pushing yourself to your strongest, then that's the key, isn't it?
That's all it is. It's that phrase, progress, not perfection. That's what we should aim for.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Come on, Matt. Opa. Opa. 17. Boom, boom. Yes, mate. Control. Yeah. Yeah.
The noises have started. Now we're working.
Dizzy up, I know.
I felt like that off the last one, just a bit like, woo.
Want to take the 20 off and put the 10
Take it right down, yeah, will do, mate. Just a little finisher.
Yeah. So, do you still enjoy the gym?
Do I enjoy the gym?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a massive fan. And I'm really honest about that.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I've always trained because I know it's good, and I always try and adapt my training to be as enjoyable as it can be. And I do get the whole, like, you feel better afterwards. But I just think some people have just got a bit more in them where they do enjoy the gym. That's not to say they enjoy every day or every workout.
Yeah.
But I think of it like anything in life. We're all going to have things like, some people are naturally more sporty and I wasn't. And generally a lot of people that love the gym tended to maybe have played sports as well. So but I think what I try and put the message out is you can still be proactive and you can still take it seriously. It's not just an excuse to go, oh, I don't like the gym.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go to the gym either. It's just, I like the other forms of exercise even worse than do the gym, so I have to do the gym, right? But it's finding ways to make it work for you and still be, you don't have to love it, but you can still enjoy it to a degree or, make it a bit less painful, if you like.
Do you ever treat it as, not therapy? Yeah, like a therapy, a bit of a switch off and go and just get shit done and...
Oh yeah, I do.
Switch off.
Sometimes that kicks in and I'm like, it's nice to just get away from business, get away from the world and just have a bit of time and know that I'm doing good for my mind and my body, definitely. I do have that. And I also like training like this, where you're not just training for a purpose of the body, you're also chatting.
Yeah.
And I think when endorphins are flowing and you can go deep, like we're doing today, you can cover some right ground, can't you? These kind of sessions.
That's why I think if two lads train together, they probably talk more, which obviously men are encouraged to talk more. I think at the gym, they definitely go there.
Yeah.
You take the piss out of each other, but you can have that little seriousness where you can find out a little bit more. 'Cause on a text, someone can go, I'll text you, you all right, Matt? Yeah, I'm doing good, mate.
Very different, isn't it?
You might not be doing good.
Who knows what's actually going on?
But seeing someone's mannerisms and the body language and stuff like that and the way they're talking. Like I say, when you start talking, it'll come out and you're like, oh, he's not great.
The truth will come out. And generally, the only other way guys do that is with a pint. Well, that's not the best way, and it's not going to be, emotionally dealing with it necessarily in the best way, is it? So I do think there's a lot to be said for that, and not just guys, but just people in general using it as a place to You don't just have to be headphones on, this is the me time. It can be a great time to open up and chat and train, and two birds with one stone sort of thing.
Yeah, fully agree, mate. I was naturally fit though, that's what I say. Like, I was talking about being in a wheelchair when I was younger. That's the story I know you've always told me to tell. But I wasn't naturally fit. Like, I was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump, legs split apart.
People would have no idea, would they? They'd have no clue that that's the truth.
No, they just think you're just born with a six-pack. Be great if you were.
Yeah.
If you could get a six-pack, like, implant, would you do it? I said no. I said because if once you get the six-pack, it's not worth it anyway. But you've worked for it.
Yeah. The key thing is the value of something is not the thing itself.
Yeah.
It's what it means within the context of everything else.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, if you could just have it like that, and everybody could, if everyone could just have it like that, it's no longer valuable, because everyone can have it. What makes something valuable is not everyone can have it. Not everyone's willing to work for it, you know?
It's earned. You've earned
Big
that
difference.
six-pack, yeah.
Big difference.
I remember someone said about, do you know the teddy machines, the claw machine? Like, Lucas loves them. They said if someone walked up and gave you this shit teddy, said, do you want this? You'd be like, no, have it. But you go and spend 20, 30 quid trying to get it, and you wouldn't give it away because you've won it.
And you never win it because it's rigged. I swear those
every
things are rigged.
25. I was going to get one in the gym.
Piss me off.
When me and Emma seen you at your show,
Yeah.
lost loads of weight.
Yeah, I haven't been training as hard, but the biggest thing was just nutrition.
Yeah.
The best thing that Holly, it's one of them, you already know what to do, but sometimes when you're living around it, it makes it easier, right? Your environment is key. And the best thing that Holly's like really exposed me to, that is like her little hack, is getting bang for your buck. Like with the food that she eats, there's a lot of it, but there's not many calories.
Yeah.
And there's just a bit like one of the go-tos I'll have on a morning is we'll just do loads of veg, like broccoli. I know it sounds awful to start with, but bear with me. But there'll be like onions, peppers, whatever. And we'll just season it with a bit of spice. Massive bowl of that. Do a few eggs. Do a few like either turkey bacon or chicken sausage or whatever. Throw all that on. Put a bit of ketchup over the top. Again, you can have low-calorie versions now. That is a lot of food to eat.
Yeah.
It's tasty, it's warm, it's a bit like a fun breakfast. By the time you finish, you've only done a couple of 100 calories.
Yeah.
And it were just little things like that have literally changed my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not always perfect with it, and I'll still eat what I want from time to time. But overall, and then as well, it's that those kind of meals keep you full. They're not like addictive where you go, oh, I want more broccoli. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a good bowl of it, excuse me. And you go, I'm satisfied with that, and I've only had a few hundred, calories. Whereas one piece of Galaxy might be the same, and you go, I want to have 10 times more and keep going. So it's just those little swaps, and it's been massive for me.
Yeah, tips and hacks and stuff.
Yeah.
The thing is well, once you're at that, even your dopamine effect of eating that and the chewing is perfect because
Absolutely.
You're full. You know you've had a big breakfast, but not knowing. I know you know the numbers there, but
but it still feels like you've ate a lot. It's that habit of eating. It's not like I say, where a small amount of chocolate just goes and you feel like you've had nothing.
Oh yeah.
Whereas it is dense. It's quite a lot of calories. And she's just because as well as being a competitor and personal trainer and coach, she's also a clinical scientist. So she's a smart woman as well. A really smart person, and she's just mastered it. She's dialed in, and she eats a lot in terms of volume, but not in terms of calorie density. And that's the key most people never get.
Yeah, that is. My mum will have a scone and a latte, and I would have had 3 meals, and it would have only probably equaled that. And she thinks that I eat a lot.
Yeah,
so, and people won't class that as eating. So it's just like, oh no, I just wanted to like Costa.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. At the event, Holly was there, and she was there with a little Tupperware eating. Whereas most people just sat there, and then they'll go and maybe grab a bagel or crisps, and she'll have ate 3 or 4 times, and they've ate once.
Yeah.
And they've probably had more calories than her. So it's really understanding that, which I sort of understood, but living with it. We don't live together, but being around her every day really opened my eyes, and it's just been a game changer.
Yeah. So I've kind of gone that far down to come back. So I used to, even when I was in sales, I was eating out with Tupperware.
Yeah.
All events. I never drank all these sales events, all these networking events. Never. Would always have my Tupperware. So I went that far. Then I've come back to just being sensible. I'll still get my protein in. I'll still get my not fibre content, but I know what's in things. Get my right amount of fats from my hormones. What I don't do now is, if Lucas gets a new cereal he wants me to try, we'll sit and have this cereal.
Yeah.
We'll eat all these things. When I go into a prep, I go switched on. But I'll go to TGI's, I'll do it. And it's about balance. I don't like that, but it's literally, if I was going to TGI's on a night for 1,000 calories,
Yeah.
I know I'd have this many calories.
You'll just adjust around
Just
it.
and go, yeah, I'd just adjust.
But that's
so well.
the years of doing stuff too, you know, you have done stuff in extremes, but then you learn a lot from that, and then you can dial it back and you can adjust, and the knowledge and the awareness you've got means it's intuitive eating, right? You kind of fall into that bracket where you just intuitively know what to do and what to change.
I'm always
depending
just
on what you're
calculating
doing.
it in my head of the protein content. I've had that shake, I've had 2 shakes afterwards, I've had this chicken, I've had that, I'm like, right, I've got this much left.
But it's probably important to say though to people listening, when you say that calculating, some people think, well, that's extreme still. But I guess it's the emotion you attach to it. If it's a real stressful thing, I've had that, I can't have that. That's the negative thing. If you're just chill, just going, right, okay, that's probably a smart move to eat that now because I've had that. And that's the thing, isn't it? You're not beating yourself up or stressed counting it, kind of thing.
No, at all. Like I say, you get a 25 gram shake, I've had 2 of them, I've had 50. I have another, say, 2 shakes afterwards. This isn't a diet plan.
To be clear.
Yeah. So then I'm at 100 gram. I've got another 140 gram, dead easy. And if I went 20 over, I was 20 under. I always say try and get your protein in. You can't skip that. That can't go to the next day. But if I've gone, even if I've gone 10 grams over on fat or whatever, it's not going to kill me.
No, exactly.
It's never good. Because I haven't calculated how many times I've walked up a certain amount of stairs. Steps-wise, yeah, you can control. I don't, at the moment, even count the steps.
No.
Only when I go into a deficit, I would start using it.
Yeah, because it's just a tool then, isn't it? And that's how you look at it, is it's a tool. When you need to then have that edge, it's a great tool you can use.
Yeah.
When you just want a healthy lifestyle, it doesn't need to be that obsessive.
Yeah, that's all it is at the moment for me, is growing muscle, getting my protein in, that's it. If we end up going to TGI's or we go to a certain restaurant, I'll just go. I want to enjoy food with family and train hard. I've got a goal of where I need to compete, but at the moment, to be fair, I've had all my scans done, all my pictures done, and it's progressing perfectly. By being relaxed.
Nice.
Is being relaxed by it.
That's big.
So it's just, I would talk about it in the car about cortisol, stressing so much about things. You have to have obviously a certain level of stress. But yeah, it's like over-stressing on things. Overcomplicating it.
That was a big game changer for me. I got into it being a bit obsessed. And then I thought, if we're looking at health and not just purely physique, although I do believe, like you're saying there, it's a byproduct anyway. But if we talk about health, we've got to talk about mental health. We've got to talk about happiness and the effect that has on the body, right? And then I was like, actually, you can become more unhealthy when you're obsessing too much about your physique.
Yeah.
So if the objective is health, actually a little bit more of a relaxed approach within reason
Absolutely.
will
mate.
make you more optimal.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there.
Boom!
And people are so concentrating on a number, so I've got loads of clients they'll like when they first come to me, the numbers, the obsession of like, I'd say hitting 12 stone, but they're like, oh, my weight hasn't shifted for 2 weeks. You got stronger, you've been in here every day, you're smiling, you're wearing tighter clothes because you get more confident.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it?
Yeah. Plus, you haven't had a shit today. Go and have one and you'll be lighter. In fact, that reminds me, I'm just
That's the thing though, like, yeah, do you measure your shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that weight, oh, that's a heavy one, that.
Yeah.
It's
Do you do that as well? I do.
New toilet in your house.
Yeah.
But yeah, just hormones, salt, water.
Yeah, there's so many factors. And it's not to get overwhelmed by it, but it's just to go, just to a certain degree, just chill.
Yeah, it's a
fucking chill.
unit of measure. Like it is a good unit of measure, but it's a gravitational pull to the earth. That's how I describe it.
Yeah.
Like everything else, if you're winning by getting in and inspiring your partner, there's loads where they've joined, then the wives have joined, then they're in these and being happier.
Yeah.
Just that in itself. If you're gonna like what you do, inspiring people by everything that you do. You might, if you've got 100 on a live, 99 walk away and go, oh, straight that.
Yeah.
But then one person's inspired.
And then that's you, and then we do a vlog.
Yeah, then we
the
do
other
a vlog,
99 think I'm right, Dick.
Yeah.
There's only Gavin that done.
They're all waiting inside for you.
Tell you what, we've covered some ground here. This is going to have like, it's going to be like Lord of the Rings. It's going to be a trilogy. You're going to have to break it into part 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah, they've been really good. There's one with Jason, who's with my client. He won T's Tech Business Leader.
Nice.
Up in the thing.
Oh, wow.
You met Jason anyway.
Was he one of the lads there at the talk that I did?
Yeah. Mate, I've just said this on coming down. Guess when that was?
Right, when was it? So...
Get this on reaction.
Oh my God, it's more than a year, isn't it?
It's a year today.
Today?
Yeah. It's weird as. It popped up.
And we
on my
didn't
memory.
we did not plan that at all, did we?
No.
Because we were actually going to do this last week.
Yeah. Honestly, it popped
Today?
up on memory. So, like,
I had no idea.
yeah.
But I was just thinking then, it doesn't feel like a year ago, but I was thinking, I bet it's over a year now. So, but a year today,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
mental.
today.
That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. That's some freaky
My
shit.
reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, you just, all money making is solving problems.
Yeah.
If you can get clear on a problem and you've got a great way of solving it and you know how to market that, there's so much money to be made, but we're not taught this, are we?
No.
This isn't the conversation you're having in class. You're talking about geography or, 1066 or whatever, which is still fine and good. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with learning about history and geography, but actually to give us fulfilling lives and choice and freedom and a life where you feel a sense of control over, money's a big part of that. And it's not difficult.
Yeah.
It's just we're not taught it and you only know what you know.
Yeah, we're conditioned to stay safe as well, isn't it?
That's a whole different story.
Yeah. But what I think in school that there should be is nutrition education, obviously sports, financial. I'll say cooking, but I don't cook. But this type of thing, all life skills, we need to make people ready for life. Social media.
That's literally what this is. Literally that was. Get it again. Get it again. But that's literally what success school is. I was like, what is, success is subjective, but ultimately to me, success is about living a life where you're happy, you're healthy, you're fulfilled. And what are the key components that make you happy, healthy, fulfilled? It's mental health and mindset. It's fitness, nutrition, and it's finances. Being able to, if we're going to work, do it in a way that we enjoy what we do and make great money and have choice over how we do it. And we're not taught those key things, or we certainly wasn't. We didn't get taught much of it, let's say. I believe potentially, I don't want to just bash the education system. I believe improvements have been made. You might know more as a father, whether they have or they haven't, but we certainly weren't told money and stuff like that.
To be fair, not money, but there's little bits on, not very good, but they're starting to teach them a little bit of nutrition, a little bit about, not about mindset, they're talking about stress and stuff, so I don't know where that is taking it, whether they're saying you can be stressed or people get stressed and this is how we deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're just saying this is stress.
The worry is that they say, if you're struggling, just don't go to work and do nothing. That's the worry, that we breed this culture of people getting bitch slapped. The fear is that we're breeding this culture that isn't promoting resilience and strength and overcoming problems and challenges so you become tougher mentally. I'm all for, I think it's a complex conversation. It's important we have a conversation about mental health and mindset. And it absolutely, anyone who knows me knows I'm a very open person. I talk about my feelings, and I think talking about your emotion and sharing it can be really useful and positive. And we have to become stronger, tougher. It's not enough to just go, I feel a bit under the weather today, so I won't go to work, you know? I don't feel mentally... We've got to learn... So I'd be interested to know what they are teaching in schools. Is it building a mindset of resilience and strength? Or is it just saying it's okay to talk? Which is good, by the way, but it's not the whole... In my opinion, it's not the whole
Yeah,
picture.
that's what they're saying. Oh, this is stress. I don't know whether they're saying it's okay to be stressed and just do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, not build it. Yeah, build that.
Not it's okay to be stressed, it's a normal part of life. Here's some management techniques, which I believe is the way we need to talk about it.
Yeah, and man up gets bashed all the time. I have to say man up, but I think at times you need it.
Yeah. That kind of, sometimes we have to have a harsh word with ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and it's all context dependent and person dependent, but generally speaking, sometimes we need to just go, the way I say it to myself is, Matt, you've just been a little bitch, come on now.
Yeah.
And it helps.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be demonised in the right context.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't just use it all the time, but fucking man up.
Anyway,
Self-talk.
we've probably just got ourselves cancelled for that. So
I
what I want to say is it's been nice being on YouTube. It's probably the last time.
We'll let it out.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, I think it's good. It's good to keep that in, and it's good to keep in having a laugh about it like that and being like, you know, because it gives people a. This is the beauty of doing things like YouTube or podcasts. It's long form, so you can hear the nuance and the balance. It's not just everybody needs to man up on a 2-second reel.
Yeah.
Where then people go, whoa, you can't say that. It's like, no, we're having a proper conversation about those kind of phrases. And I think we need more of that online.
So this form of content that I like, I'll watch this myself.
What, you'll watch yourself?
Just watch myself for hours, yeah.
All the time.
Everyone out of the room, I'm going to watch myself.
I'm on telly. Get out.
But yeah, I'll watch people vlogging and listen, and I think you get the feel more for that person.
Yeah, and you get to hear proper conversation with all the different nuance that comes from a conversation versus these 30-second clips, you know, Andrew Tate style, which then just creates a load of engagement, loads of controversy, loads of people arguing, and nothing gets solved.
Yeah.
You know, you need to take time to have conversations, and unfortunately, our attention spans are struggling more and more with short-form content and quick, you know, instant gratification. And
Too much, isn't it?
it is too much.
I've stayed away from it, but then I'm like flicking, and you're flicking, you're like, oh.
The cat videos are on again.
Yeah, the cat.
I'm going down a whole different path.
Matt Hall again. That's what you've gone into now, isn't it? Online business mastery.
Yeah.
What? So someone first come into you, I've got this idea, I want to put it online. What's your first few steps? See if it's a good product first.
Yeah, a lot of the times people only know what they know, so their idea comes as a result of what they're seeing and doing, and it's not always been thought through the same as if they'd have been doing it for 5-6 years. And I think that's one of the strengths of working with a business coach or strategist is, you know, usually they've had their own businesses. Not all of them have, which also can be still fine. And usually they've maybe had a lot of different clients with a lot of different businesses that they've worked with, so they can say, look, I get that in theory this sounds like it's going to be X, Y, and Z, but in reality, have you considered this? Have you considered this? So it's about, you know, I teach people to do things like SWOT analysis, PESTLE analysis as well, which is about just generally doing more research before you just dive in. A lot of business owners that I've worked with, they created a business based on what they were already doing as a job.
Yeah.
So, for example, you know, we all know Matt Zena. He was an actor and he went to acting classes and stage school. So then he created a business where he had his own acting classes and his own stage school. I think of people like, you know, Laura, Emma, who were hairdressers. So then they were like, let's start our own hairdressing business. Or, you know, a lot of PTs, they were a PT at a gym. So then they created a gym, right? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But often what that means is all you're going off is what you've seen and done. You've not actually learned about business and what's the best business model for you.
Yeah.
You know, and I was the same. I started with my entertainment business because I was in a tribute band.
Yeah.
And we didn't like the manager, so we were like, we want to still do this. It's good money and we enjoy the job, but we don't want to work for him. So I was like, well, let me start a company and I'll buy us the speakers and stuff. And the lads were like, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So I just started that business based on the job I was doing. But then very quickly I was like, I don't actually want this business. I don't want to be dealing with venues and tribute acts, and
Yeah.
that's not where my passion is. So a lot of the mistake a lot of people make is they just make a business idea based on what they're currently doing
Yeah.
versus what's actually possible
Yeah.
and what will be best for them. So I think that's the first thing, is just do a bit of an audit, do a bit of a check. Why do you really want this business? Is it the best for you? Is there a market for it? And then once we've kind of done that little bit of a check, then we can start to go a bit further on it. And a lot of people, it's only some simple questions I ask, but just asking some simple questions makes them go, yeah, actually, it's not right. That isn't the right business. And just a few little tweaks, you can leave a session going, I am so much clearer and happier. And I get it quite often. People go, I'm so glad I booked that call, because the route I was going down, now I've chatted it out with you, would not have made me happy, even if I was successful in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's massive as that.
So turning passion into your business isn't always the right thing.
I think it's still good to be led by passion.
Yeah.
But it's about then adding to it that logic and not just the emotion, because passion's an emotion, right? And I always say when emotion is high, logic is often low, right? So just hype, excitement, motivation, passion alone isn't really the smartest thing. If you can then sit down with a strategist and look at the logical side as well, when you find that sweet spot, that's when I think you have something special. Yeah.
This is not good for.
It's creaky. Look at him. Like quick change artist. It's like training with Lady Gaga, amount of costume changes he has. Get meat dress on next.
One thing that did stick with me from when I did work here, the online coaching side, was that obviously all my posts lead towards who I'm wanting to. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? Because people get caught up in the let's do 3 tips on nutrition and stuff like that. But a lot of my online clients, in-person clients, are doctors, CEOs, directors, business owners. So you said it, and it was like every post gears towards your target audience. It sounds so simple, I know, but
No, but it's true. I think it's easy to lose sight. And a lot of us, when we start a business, I mean, I was the same. I was 19 years old. We don't have coaches and mentors, a lot of us, when we start. Going back now, I would have got one much earlier. But you just kind of think, well, I'll just talk about what I know without clarity on who are you trying to attract, and not just saying it necessarily in a way that you understand. What's the way that they're going to resonate, and how are they going to understand it? And just that simple shift of thinking of it like that. Do I look stupid with this thing dangling around my head? I just realised I'm just balancing that because I didn't want to do it because it squeaks while I talk. Just that little shift there of just being more specific about who's your target audience, what's their main challenges and concerns, and how are they more likely going to resonate with your content. Makes it simpler, actually. Makes it simpler to know what to do.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier, because the thing is, with me dealing with these people every day, all I do is listen to them, listen to their problems and what the solutions I give them. It's literally, that's my next post, that's my next post.
Yeah, you get all your content from your clients.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, perfect, really.
Yeah, because it's real. It's exactly what they're going through.
Yeah.
Right, shut up now, because I need to do this.
Squeaky.
So all he does is talk. For God's sake.
I wish I do. Is if Holly comes, I'll ask her all the dirt on Matt.
Yeah, you can. Get the real, get the truth about me.
Truth behind Matt Hall.
It's all full of shit.
He loves Galaxy.
Yeah, I had some last night.
Did you?
I genuinely did. I had one of those big bars, and I nearly had half of it.
Oh, mate, put it in the
Because you don't
freezer.
stop. That's why I was talking about it just now. How quick those go. And you can still crave more, versus when I'm having my proper meals. You feel full at the end, and you've only had a few hundred calories. That's literally how I thought of it, because I had it last night.
Nice though, isn't it?
Fucking love it. Style like this is actually great.
Dairy milk out of the freezer is.
I love dairy milk, love Galaxy. But Holly's weird. She's not bothered by that stuff. She prefers like really dark chocolate. She's not actually. Yeah, I quite like it, but she would rather have just a little bit of that and be done. She's not like a craver of like your dairy milk and stuff. I love that shit. Yeah, it's just strange.
These people who have one biscuit.
Yeah, what's wrong with them? Psychopaths. Can't imagine. I
can't imagine.
I can't imagine having a job. Yeah, no, that's true. Nobody could employ me. I'm unemployable.
That's
it's
how
true.
I feel now.
And I ain't got any. Well, I have, but not in the traditional sense. Like mine's in coaching and business strategy and 15 years experience running businesses. That's what I've got. But to do the proper job stuff in inverted commas, you see, I can't even speak. Can't even do normal words. But there's no way I could be employed right now. And no way anyone would want to employ me.
I'd hate it. I struggle to do that. I like managers and team leaders struggle to manage me.
The thing is, right, I'm super disciplined on myself. I work long hours and I work hard, but I'm doing it on my terms and I'm doing it because I want to do it. And if I have a day when I go, it's got a bit much now, frig it, have the afternoon off, I do.
Yeah.
And if I want to work a weekend, I will. Yeah. I'm just so used to doing things my way. The idea of having to be somewhere at a certain time makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it?
And some people are totally fine with it. Some people enjoy it. Some people are grateful for it. They like to know that they've got that level of quote-unquote security and structure.
Yeah.
So it's not knocking it either. And we need people to do great jobs and great work. But I could not do it, and nobody would want me to do it. And one of the best things about having your own business is you recognize your weaknesses, and you don't strengthen them. You just delegate and you employ someone else to do it, right? You just go, I ain't doing that shit.
That's why I brought Emma into the business now.
Yeah?
Which you probably won't know, actually. Emma's now a PT and works for the gym.
Nice. How's she finding that?
Sure, mate.
She much happier, like.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she does all my admin that I hate doing.
Right, that's it. And if she's got a talent for that and a skill set, because that's the thing. Like I brought my dad years ago into one of my businesses. He does all our accounting, and his brain's wired for that stuff. He loves numbers and spreadsheets, and he genuinely, well, maybe loves a strong word, but he's good at it, and he can enjoy it. How he works, I'm the opposite. I'm a creative. I want to be on the camera. I want to be doing stuff like this. He would hate that.
Yes.
So it's finding the people that complement your weaknesses, and then as a team you're strong.
Yes.
And when it's your business, you really have control over that, right?
Yeah. It is done. Come on, Matt.
What the fuck are you doing? You're shaking, Gav. I'm hungry. I just want to go.
As obviously we've just done our workout, how important do you think mindset is in fitness and fitness for mindset?
I think mindset is everything. I think for any goal, irrespective of fitness or finances or relationships, it doesn't matter what your goal is in life. I would say that mindset is the number one, like the most important thing. I say it a lot as a business strategist. Business generally is actually relatively simple, right? It's simple, but the thing that makes it hard is if your emotions and your mindset aren't right. So for me, mindset is number one. And I think when you say about flipping it with, fitness and how pivotal that is to mindset, I think it's huge. I think when you are energized, when you are feeling like you're working on yourself, you're improving yourself, and your cardiovascular's good, when you feel strong, when you feel capable, your mindset naturally is going to feel a bit better. You can't be fit and healthy and strong and it not on some level impact how you feel about yourself. Your mood, your self-esteem, your self-confidence. So I do think absolutely the two work hand in hand.
I think because again, work with CEOs and managing directors and things, business owners, they're going into meetings, either if they've been in the gym in the morning, but they're feeling in shape. That's what I used to say years ago when I was in meetings. People that had come in, they don't have to be mega shape, but they're tidy, they walk in, their chest up, you can see. Then people come in, you're like, they've got self-discipline, they've got the habits, then they're coming in and they're lively. Some people, I can't say fat people can't be like business owners or successful, but if the food's not right and they're not feeling great about themselves, they're going to take it into the meeting.
Yeah, I think there is an element of truth to that in that, you're right. There is a movement towards body positivity, and in essence, it's a really good thing, which is don't put your worth on your physique. And I think that is healthy. I think that's important. And at the same time, you know, if you're not looking after your physical health, it will absolutely impact your energy, you know, your focus, your decision making, your self-esteem on some level.
Yeah.
I think, again, it's like we were speaking about when we were training, got to get away from these extreme clickbaity hooks that people use on social media and have proper conversations about what is healthy, and it's not healthy being morbidly obese,
No.
you know, and or even just overweight. The difference, just I don't know what your thoughts will be on this, but in terms of all your health markers, generally speaking, being in a healthy weight and having lower percent of body fat, and obviously it can go too far the other way, but generally having lower percent of body fat will make most of your health markers be better. Is that correct?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah. You don't, like I say, you don't have to have a bulging six-pack. You don't have to be shredded because, like we said in there, you go way towards the unhealthy market.
Yep.
Unless it's sustainable and you can keep it, you're an athlete, you're getting all the right nutrition, you're getting all the right recovery. But if that person got actually ill, they're in a bad place because you need that body fat for protection of organs and things like that. So, yeah, you do need to bring your body fat down. You need to feel better. It's just, it's your self-worth. So that when I was going on about me and Emma, I'm not saying if she got massive, I would not love her or not like leave her. But her respect for herself, of trying to look after herself, is what I'm attracted to as well.
Right. And also there's this, again, coming back to the body positivity thing, I've noticed a bit of a trend because obviously there's these like fat loss jabs and what have you.
Yeah.
And I know there's a trend now for these bigger people that have been advocates of, you know, body positivity and love yourself, which again, that's a positive movement in its essence, is don't put your self-worth on your physique. But then suddenly now there is an easier way of losing fat. People are taking it, right? And suddenly they're going, actually, I do want to be slimmer because it is healthier and it does mean I'm going to live longer and have more longevity. And so we've got to be mindful not to distort the truth and convince ourselves that actually being slimmer generally is a good thing to do for your health within reason.
Yeah, with it, like I said, there's the extremes, isn't there?
And no extremes are good.
No.
No extremes are good. And I think if we can just all agree on that, that no extreme is healthy, then that just solves that problem. We don't have to say that again. I mean, we do, but we will after.
Yeah, like I said, the body positivity that you're saying, the concept of it's good. Like,
it's great.
Be confident in yourself, love yourself, but not if you're so unhealthy.
Yeah, don't kill yourself.
Yeah, you are.
Love yourself, but don't kill yourself.
So,
be conscious and focused on not doing things that are killing you. That's common sense talk.
Yeah, it's good because people should be confident and get in the gym and go, I am a gym goer. Showing about the non-smoker, the smoker.
The identity.
I am a gym goer. This is my life. I go to the gym. I'm healthy. Get in that frame of mind first, which I think is the start of the motivation. I know motivation comes and goes, but get in that positive mindset. Right, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm a gym goer. I'm healthy. Then get there. Make
it part of your identity. That's why we're saying it's interlinked with mindset. The problem is we'll always act in alignment with what we believe to be true about ourselves. So if we just believe I'm big boned or I'm not a gym person or it's not me, I can't do it, then we're always going to act in alignment with that. Good luck going to the gym and eating healthier when you've convinced yourself it's not who you are.
Yeah.
So that's why mindset is so pivotal to being consistent with this kind of stuff and it not just being a one-off couple of weeks of being in the gym and then you don't go again.
Yeah, people look always short-term. They're always like, right, I'll do this until I go on holiday and then I'll be fine. But no, it needs to be part of your life. You can have that as your little short-term goal, but don't just put it on there.
Yeah, great for a little boost of motivation to have these little goals, but you're absolutely right. It has to be fundamentally in your beliefs about yourself that this is part of who I am. Yeah. And like I said, we spoke about earlier, I'm not a big lover of the gym, but I've learned the impact it can have, and I've learned to make it part of my identity. Yeah. And I've also been truthful about it. I'm not going to be saying, oh, I'm this big gym guy. I tried all that shit, and I went, I'm not being true to myself. It's not who I am. I prefer doing other stuff. Like, I love business, and there's some gym people that don't love business, and that's okay. But at the heart of it, we all have to do things that are good for our physical health.
Yeah.
And we have to make it part of our identity if we want to be consistent in it.
Yeah. Love it. I'm going to ask you about your event.
That's good. Could sell some tickets then.
Bye.
Just buy it. Just come. Don't be a dickhead. Get a ticket.
Is that what?
That's all we need to say, yeah. And that's it. Oh, I sometimes say stuff and then instantly regret it. That was one of them.
Right. Hang on, then. Let's talk about your event then. So there's been 4 events. We counted them on it, 4 events. Gym 22 sponsored everyone.
You have, yeah. And thank you for that, by the way.
No, you're very welcome, mate. The last one obviously brought the whole team. Brilliant. They all loved it. So it was valuable as would you say selfish thing? So we sponsor it, got the tickets, and that value now has gone into all the team.
Yeah, great.
It's great for Gym 22 as
And
well.
it's tax deductible.
And yeah.
So if anyone's thinking of sponsoring, get it off your tax at the end of the year anyway. It costs you nothing.
Absolutely. Yeah, so there's this 5th event.
Yep.
Who's it focused at? And just sell, mate. What is the goal focus of it?
So I recognise there is way more of these kind of events happening either in the south of England or in America.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's right. I think there is a lot of bright, talented, ambitious people in the north of the country that if they just had the right knowledge and exposure to the right conversations, could be very talented in entrepreneurship or just generally making money on their terms better, rather than we were talking about earlier, rather than just following the traditional path of having a job. There's many ways now, especially with the internet, social media, artificial intelligence. That combination here has never been easier to make great money on your own terms if you're willing to learn about it and put in the work.
Yeah.
And I just started to realise I was travelling a lot to Brighton or Birmingham, or not just anywhere with a B, but just like London or Essex, whatever. I was travelling to these places where there's these great events and thinking, I'm not seeing anywhere near as much of this in the north. And as a result, the culture down south is generally, there is more focus on success and achieving goals and going after your goals and things like that. And I just thought we need to change that. So for me, I wanted to do what they're doing in the south, but better. I wanted to combine my 15 plus years in the entertainment industry and 15 years in business to not just put on events where we're there to learn or network, but we actually have a great experience. And, the show element is top level. I get it feeling a bit like a concert at certain points. And there's a reason I do that, because we need to change state. We need to, get people actually revved up and enjoying themselves. When you're on a night out and you're pumping around the dance floor, you feel good. Yeah. And I want people to feel good, and I want them to learn practical steps, and I want them to connect with people who can actually help them. There's people in that room. We had more millionaires, and not that millionaires and money is everything, but people who have achieved greatness and a high level of success that weren't just born with wealth, that have had to learn. We had more in that room at the last event than before. It was our first sold out event, and I'm more than confident we'll sell out even quicker this time. So it's an event for you if you want to empower yourself, equip yourself with the knowledge, the strategy and the network to genuinely make more money on your terms and do it in the right way. Because I've definitely not always done it the right way, and I've learned the hard way.
Yeah.
So I'm leveling the playing field. I'm making success, entrepreneurship, business something to be celebrated, encouraged, and supported in the north of England.
Yeah. So, what type of people would you be looking for? Someone who's thinking about a business, someone who's got a business, or just someone who's interested in online?
All three.
On social media?
All three. All four. Or if you say anyone else, probably them as well. No, it's not. Yeah. It's not for anyone. It's not for everyone. If you just, want to come to an event and they wave a wand and you become a millionaire, it's not for you.
Yeah.
It's for people who are actually willing to commit and work hard, and when they're there, proactively speak to people and make those connections and relationships. But anybody that's got a desire to do better, it's for you.
Buy tickets.
Now, Do it. Yeah, I really appreciate your support with it. Because if anyone who knows about running events, it's not easy. And when you're trying to make it more affordable, I go to events where I've paid and I am paying hundreds of pounds for a ticket. Our general admission's 40, I think it starts about 41 quid. And that is for a whole day event, right? In a really nice venue in the city centre. Trying to do events at a high level and make it affordable really is a stupid business decision. It's not a money maker for me. It's an opportunity. There's so much more I get from it than money, because we don't get money. But having sponsors helps us, financially. Because just the venue itself, we're talking thousands, Yeah. So.
I say part of the sponsorship for me was to be in and around there, showcase that the gym is aligned with that type of people, type of person wanting to progress, which is our type of people. Then the last one just come hand in hand of perfectly bringing the team. Yeah. And
it's so good seeing you all there, yeah.
Yeah, then get the team getting the value. It's just a reciprocal thing there. So, yeah, I would, I'll be sponsoring the next one as well. So.
No, we appreciate it. And this next one is, I'm always looking at how to improve. And like we said earlier, it's not necessarily always just get more speakers. It's about quality. And we've got Grace Andrews speaking at the next one. For those who don't know, that is the marketing director of Stephen Bartlett's Diary of a CEO, which is one of the biggest podcasts in the world.
Yeah.
And she's basically working hand in hand with Stephen. She's been part of the whole growth, the whole journey of why the Diary of a CEO is as big as it is. She's literally his right-hand woman, so to speak. So to have her there speaking and that you can meet and chat and think how well connected she is and how experienced she is and what she knows, that's what I'm bringing to the North. So without doubt, this is a must attend event if you're serious about this kind of stuff.
Having every speaker you've had's been very valuable. Like, there's not one that I've thought.
You remember when Lisa and you was like, Mark, when Lisa spoke, you're like, it's just blown me away, hasn't it?
Yeah, honestly, obviously Jess and I knew I was going to be. But at least I was like, I was just watching, and she was walking back at the end. Not one of, with me and Emma didn't speak with all the way through, but then Emma's like a bit more closed with these type of things.
Okay.
And with that, she come away and she was incredible there.
Oh, wow.
She was like, and she was just class. She was.
But that's the thing, I won't have just anyone speak on the stage. Most speakers that I've had, I've actually seen them speak before, and I probably have a bit of a relationship with and know them, because I'm really focused on keeping that quality, so that we have that reputation of these events genuinely get results if you put in the action. And I spoke at the last event, didn't I, about how just listening to the other speakers myself, even though it's my event, I went away and actioned it and made some massive changes.
I knew you were going to do that.
Did you?
Yeah. Just the way she was talking and what she was talking about.
And knowing me and what I would do.
Yeah, and I was like, I know exactly,
And I did it.
Yeah.
And we did our biggest launch. I did the first intake of my course, Online Business Mastery, which I'm so proud of. I really put my time into that. It was a bit of a trial launch of just let's see, and we did over £18,000 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, brilliant.
Which I've never done that sort of money in 14 days.
Yeah.
I've done it in a month and so on, but game changing.
Brilliant, man. So you're doing what you say. You've got your actions.
That's it. That's how I can confidently say these events work if you follow what you learn at them.
You followed it yourself.
Because I literally did that at my own event.
Yeah.
Get your ticket, bitch.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, pleasure. Thank you, Mum.
Done. That's
let's eat.
Let's eat.